Eric Annan. I'm a Ghanaian by birth. I schooled in Ghana. I'm currently living in Nigeria for the past 3 years. I had opportunity after school, 2010, work with Huawei Technologies. How many of us know Huawei? I worked with Huawei for 4 years as accounts manager. And late 2014, I chanced on blockchain. And it got me interested in it. I asked myself, Africa, the continent I come from, the Western media has portrayed my continent, our continent, as a continent where there's no opportunity. So I come from a deficit point of view, rhetorically. But when I was growing, after secondary school, I saw Mark Zuckerberg, a young man, drop out of school and started what calls Facebook, social media. I remember my first year university professor told me that to open a social media platform like Facebook means that you are a fraud guy, so to speak, or you are a scammer, so to speak. So my 4 years in the university, I never had any social handle because I thought it was for fraud. It was only when I finished university that I realized that it was not a good teaching because it's technology. I cannot do anything about technology. Once technology comes, what you need to do is to adapt it. So we have 3 categories of people: the early adapter, the early majority, and then the latecomers, who are the laggards. So I learned the lesson. Today, Mark Zuckerberg is the 4th richest man on earth. Almost everybody here may have a Facebook account. Almost everybody here. This guy bought WhatsApp in 2014 for $19 billion US. WhatsApp. Almost everybody here have a WhatsApp account. So the question is, what is this disruption? Now, I've followed a lot of people. My slide, I'll go to the slide, but I want to give some preamble for you to know where I'm coming from and where I see bigger opportunities. So that if you're an investor sitting here today, you are a businessman, and you are looking for areas, because I was trained as an investor. I did banking and finance. Unfortunately, I never worked with any bank. I started my own microfinance, and then I left it somewhere to enter blockchain fully. So yes, I had a banking training, but I never went there. Now, if you're an investor here, I know 3 major things that every investor looks for is security of his investment. Number 2, return on investment. And maybe lastly, be able to sleep and wake up knowing that my capital is safe. True or false? So I do not think what worked for my father 20 years ago will work in this year, 2018, in the 21st century. The kind of investment my father did will not work for me if I also want to go the same way. Which means that I need to look at areas where people are moving. Because it is said that where you see people moving, Bill Gates said it, that where people actually moved, you need to move 10 times faster than where they are moving. Which is why today, Bill Gates makes money from all the banks. Because I believe that 90% of ATM works on Microsoft application. About 90%. So Bill Gates sits in the US and makes money from everybody, whether you're in Oman, you're in a small country, Ghana, you're in Nigeria, Venezuela, or wherever. Once you use Microsoft, he makes money off you, because every year you need to update your system. So for me, as a young man, knowing what blockchain did, I asked myself, what is the essence of money? Anybody here? What's the essence of money? Good. Money is supposed to be a store of value and ensure that your value is secured. Note that money that we have today is a reverse case. Our father, your father, they used to do barter trade. The power were with the people. So people had their own power. You meet this man, I have this thing, you have what you had, let's exchange. You don't need any lawyer. You don't need any government authority. You don't need any central bank or, any bank. Exchange value is done directly. This power was taken from us, and fiat currency, which is government-issued currency, were given to us by force, whether you like it or not. Everybody was to use Oman money. If you see Oman money, it can buy 1 drop of water. That is the issue currency. So the people didn't have that power. Unfortunately, the government could not maintain the value of the money. the global currency, which is the US dollar, the most liquid currency in the world, the most used currency in the world, and the most widely known currency in the world, has lost more than 900% since 1973, when the gold-backed dollar was removed. So the US dollar is just a paper. And the government tells us that this is a value. So you work so hard as an employee, you save in the bank. The following year, as the man was saying, the inflation based on poor economic decision of the government and the handlers of the economy loses your value. You cannot challenge them. So if the dollar could buy you one television, the following year, if that $1 cannot buy a television, who can you go and fight? Nobody. You need to work hard and add more to buy that television. But guess what? In 2007, the world was awaked by the recession, one of the worst recessions ever in 2007. That gave birth to blockchain. That gave birth to a new thinking that, okay, if this problem keep on occurring, why don't we change the formula? So Satoshi, whoever that guy is, it may be you, because as I speak, nobody knows Satoshi. He's a pseudo, he never show his face. People think that it's a group of people or one single person who gave us the solution. Satoshi came out with a white paper that let's give power back to the people. So he created blockchain. 3 major things that blockchain is doing: trust, decentralized, and ability to move value. So I dare to say the internet that you know, being internet of information, is no more internet of information, but it's internet of value. Internet 2.0. So when you go to Google, you type Google, no. The internet of information is fast going. We are now moving into an era of internet of value. In the next 10 years, every sector of our life will have a token. Next 10 years, everything will be token. So you move, you don't need to carry anything on you. What is it? You just move the token. So internet is going to be serve as a baseline for anything valuable. As somebody said, the cryptocurrency is just 1% of what the blockchain will do to this world. Only 1%. Everything we do in this world is going to be managed on the blockchain. And the blockchain is so much powerful than any invention of man. It's the most powerful invention ever. As we speak, there's no invention that's so powerful than the blockchain. So having given this basis, I found out in 2017 a research conducted by Cambridge. I'm a finance person. I'm here to speak to you as an investor to begin to look into blockchain-based activities, like especially the cryptocurrency and its associated businesses, for you to begin to change or mix your portfolio with an investment in cryptocurrency. But that is where the real bag is. Cambridge did a research, and they found out that 37% of world crypto exchanges are from Europe. 37%, European-based. 27% Asia Pacific. 18% North America. 14% Latin America. Africa and Middle East. Oman is part of the Middle East. Only 4%. What does it tell me? It tells me that adoption and opportunity in this thing, Africa and Middle East, we are 0. Agree? Now, there's a company called Binance. How many of us know Binance? Binance is an exchange. It started last year, June. They started their ICO June. It ended July. So last year, by this time, there was nothing like Binance. It was in the thinking room. It started operation August. Binance makes, on average, 2 billion trading volume every day. Just last week, there was a report that Dutch Bank of Germany, their first quarter profit was $146 million. Binance made $200 million as profit, first quarter 2018. Note, the 2018 cryptocurrency has seen a very low turnover. I mean, the market volatility, government days, so a lot of fake news. If Binance, within short period of time, the CEO of Binance is 1 billionaire, from 0 to a billionaire. Binance is one of the biggest crypto exchange in the world. It's owned by a Chinese man. It's now moving into Malta. Why Malta? Malta is one of the countries that has actually liberalized cryptocurrency blockchain-based activity, blockchain-based activity. So they are moving there so that they can actually operate. The past 1 month, Mr. Sisi has traveled to over 10 different African countries. Last week, he was in Uganda, he was in Togo, he was in Sierra Leone. Why? I dare to tell you here that Africa that you know 20 years ago, the Africa that you think of violent, that Africa is no more like that. The smartphone, global statistics shows that Africa, mobile penetration is 80% every year. So we have 79 unbanked in Africa. The 3 billion unbanked, Africa about 79%. Out of this unbanked, which my mother is inclusive, uses smartphone. And we all know blockchain, all you need is your smartphone. So there's so much potential in Africa, which is why Binance CEO, despite the success story he has gained across the globe, he still thinks Africa is an untapped potential with so much to achieve, and therefore he's trying to establish his presence there in Africa. I understand my continent very well. I've never traveled to any European country before. I traveled just for vacation because I don't think I need to go to US to go find a job. I have so much in Africa that I cannot even exhaust. So I live in Africa, I live in my country, Nigeria, because Nigeria has over 180 million population. If I can get 1% Nigerian on my business, I'll be a billionaire. It's about people. So I don't need to move to US or Canada to be successful. I can be successful in Africa. And therefore, I challenge you to begin to look into Africa because there's so much opportunity there that people are not looking at it. I am happy I learned about Oman. You have wonderful project in Tanzania. Also, you are looking at African agriculture in Africa, which is another wonderful opportunity. Now, coming back to my project, after giving you this basis, why QubitX?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Wonderful. A U, a big U with QubitX small. We believe that 3 things work in business. Everything about business is about you, the customer. So 3 things that we have identified in a crypto exchange globally is about responsive customer support, security, and above all, reliable, timely liquidity exchange, which is why QubitX is bringing to the world. And born with young guys. I'm 34 years. I'm not too young. There's a younger person in the team. We have 3 founders. I'm actually the dreamer. I dream about it. I started a small company in Nigeria called Digital Kudi. Kudi is money in Hausa. If you understand Hausa, Kudi is money. So I started a company called Digital Kudi. Then somewhere in December, when I chanced on that statistics by Cambridge, that research, I said, no, this cannot be possible. Because Africa, we lost out of internet. We didn't take advantage of internet early. We didn't take advantage of email. We didn't take advantage of e-commerce, Amazon, all those things. We never took advantage of the social media. We never took advantage of mobile phone. What we do in Africa basically is consumption. We consume everything, technology. But we are not part of the chain, the supply chain of development. As a young man, I don't think the future is about consumption. The future is about development and being part of the supply chain of developing a sustainable legacy that I will die and go, but my legacy will be there, such as it is today. I mentioned companies, BMW, Benz, the founders have gone. They are dead and gone, but their legacy is there. So I'm on a mission to bring my continent to the global marketplace, to tell you that there's so much opportunity in my continent, that let's together, don't let's just see the negativity. If you are at the top, the only thing you can do to bring those down is also build something so that your legacy can be there. So I'm here to challenge you that Africa has an opportunity for you as an investor. Africans are not fraud people. I've never stolen before. I've never gone to prison before. I've never been arrested before. I've never exchanged anything with policemen before. And I want to maintain this legacy. It's something that I think is something that nobody can take from me. So if I'm 34 years and I've never exchanged anything with policemen, any criminal record. I don't think the next 40 years of my life, I'm ready to mortgage that. My name is Annan. One of the best performing UN secretary is Annan, Mr. Kofi Annan. So this name is a name that I hold with high esteem. And so I'm not here to paint to you that 40 years ago, what you knew about Africa. You must begin to undo and unlearn what you know about Africa. Begin to see Africa in a light of opportunity for you, opportunity for me. Let's together cooperate, partnership, and build a sustainable global business. Now my slide. My slide, just 5 minutes. I'll be done. Okay, so what is QubitX? It's a revolutionary cryptocurrency exchange and payment processing which allows users to trade. Core features: buy, sell cryptocurrency via wire transfer. One of the things that most of cryptocurrency exchange don't have is crypto to fiat exchange. As I speak, the moment this project was born, last month, we have sealed a deal with a US-based blockchain developer who is building a crypto bank, who has gotten a license, working with a lot of institutions there, have partnered with my project to test it in Africa. So we are going to be the first to actually have fiat to crypto pairing. So we'll have 4 major African currencies: the Naira, the South Africa Rand, the Kenya Shilling, and the Ghana Cedi as a pairing. So if you go to our exchange, which will be launched later this year, you can buy cryptocurrency with Cedi, Naira, Kenya Shilling, or other crypto, and US dollar, and what have you. The most important part of it all is we are also coming with our own token. Why are we coming with our own token? Very easy. Token because we need to provide liquidity. We don't just want to come as just a normal crypto exchange like Bitrace, Poloniex, or HitBTC. We want to provide our own utility token to provide liquidity on the exchange. And for example, last year, if any of you here got to know about Binance ICO token, or their token, was started with 2 cents. So if you invested, let's say, $20,000 in Binance project from the scratch as an early investor, only $20,000. As I speak to you, one Binance token is about $14. So if you invested $20,000, you have bought about 400,000 tokens from Binance. That will have given you over $4 million US. Because Binance has over 6 million users globally, as I speak. 6 million. Guess what? Africa's 1.1 billion population. Last year, Nigeria alone, every week, more than $100 million was used to buy Bitcoin every week. So we are anticipating the next 12 months, from the day we start the exchange, September, in the next 12 months, our exchange will have nothing less than 2.4 million users. Less than 2.4 million users, meaning that our token will have gained popularity, value. So our token is going to be sold at a private sale. We are doing private sale now at 1 cent, just a cent. We'll have grown to about 5,000%. So today, you have opportunity that you didn't have with Binance. Binance is a success story. That's why I'm mentioning them. We have identified a lot of loopholes, which is a trade secret, and we think that we are going to provide, among other things, responsive customer support, security, liquidity, and among other things, the best exchange where you can actually exchange fiat and wire to your account. And therefore, our exchange is going to gain that massive adoption in Africa as a market and globally. You can be in Oman and trade on our exchange, but our market is purely Africa because we think Africa has the best potential. Nobody has stepped there. The market is untapped, and you have opportunity to invest in this project, to become early adopter, early investor, so that you can actually leapfrog with our opportunity that we have for you global. Thank you so much. And our ICO has just started. We have started private sale. We are on a private sale. We are talking to individuals. We actually partner with UMS to launch the ICO crowd sale officially in South Africa, July. But at this time, we are doing private, one-on-one, for you to have a placement on the ICO before it go to the public. Thank you very much. And then our document, everything is available. You can talk one-on-one. I'm here tomorrow. I'm leaving here Wednesday morning. So we can have any investment talk, partnership, cooperation, everything.